Hey everybody, happy Tuesday. I am coming at you a little bit later in the day with my superfoods instead of coffee because I had some exciting things to do this morning that I'm truly excited for to where this year is going with this new endeavor, I guess you could say. So I wanted to talk to you guys a little bit today about charity work and the type of person that I used to be. And after doing a lot of thinking over the past couple weeks, and definitely in December is when I decided, I'm going to do it. I am friends with two girls that one is family and the other one I've been a part of her life for about 10 years. And believe it or not, and they probably don't know this, so they'll probably be shocked, I am inspired by their ability to have a family, both a spouse and children, maintain the household, still do their daily activities, but to take time out of their schedule to give back to their local charity. Whether that charity, whatever it is, but both of these girls are passionate about animals, just like I am. One of my girlfriends is a huge advocate for helping pit bulls, and she has been for a very, very long time, probably since I've known her. But normally I just donate money to her organization, and that's kind of it. And she donates all this time to help, animals. And I have a rescue, and I've also rescued a dog before a while back. And I've always been big on rescuing animals, but never outside of that. My cousin, who has always been a huge, huge, huge animal person, it's just something that we both have very much in common. It's one of the reasons why we have the relationship that we had growing up, is because we both did love animals. And even in high school, when most people go their separate ways, myself, my cousin, and our best friend at that point in time in our lives, Sarah, worked at a place called Wild Time Zoological, helping all these, volunteering. We didn't get paid for a little while, but we volunteered our time to help with the odds and ends going on. We got to learn about all these different types of animals. And not just like, a capuchin monkey. Who has a capuchin monkey? Look up a binturong. Like, we got to work with that animal. Like, what? A lemur? Like, we had no degrees or nothing, and we still got to work with them. So that's something that I still wish I did to this day. I had a blast doing it, and we always had good times and good laughs, and it was truly one of the best times in my childhood was working there. But they had to shut down because the economy took a hit, and those types of animals are extremely, extremely expensive to maintain, but they all went to really awesome homes. And one animal that we had in particular that we had was a 26-foot snake. 26 foot. Huge. Absolutely huge. But anyway, so both of these women inspire me to, give back. And I normally am the type of person where I say, I don't have time. I don't have time to do this, I have work. I don't have time to do this because I have this. I don't have time to do this because of this. So on, so forth, and so on. Life gets in the way. And one of the main things that I learned since last March was balance. And one of my parents and my family's biggest pet peeves about me was that I always work. I was always on my phone, no matter what. And it was because of work. And it still is like this to this day. That is who I am. It's what I love, and it makes me happy. But I've also learned to balance that, and I'm becoming very good at it. Not going well. But instead of money, which I will continue to do to the local charities and especially to the rescues that I'm affiliated with for bulldogs, is to donate my time to my local animal shelter. And I'm extremely excited because this morning was my first day. Saturday I went for orientation, and this morning was my first day that I got to go and meet the animals and both, here they have all different types of animals. It's not just dogs, but I'm going to stick more to what I know, which is dogs, and I love them. And I'm extremely, extremely excited because these dogs, most of them are surrendered, and that is really, 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 really sad because I could not imagine giving up either one of my animals, as much as they irritate me sometimes, especially the little one. I could never give them away, and it breaks my heart that sometimes people at this point in their lives cannot afford to have an animal. They don't think that they are expensive, and if something happens to them, they can't afford to, do, the vet bills, and they can't afford to deworm them, or they can't afford to give them a heartworm medicine, or they can't afford healthy food, or they can't afford this and they can't afford that. So, and then sometimes circumstances happen in their lives where they're diagnosed with a disease and they can't have that dog because they can't take care of it because they have to worry about themselves. So all these different types of circumstances happen and they have to surrender their animals, and it's something that breaks my heart, but it does happen. And then there's other times where people just are absolutely horrible to their dogs. Like this morning I saw this dog who was not even a year old, and you could see his rib cage because nobody fed him, and the animal services people animal patrol had to go out and get him because people weren't taking care of him, and people had to call animal services to come get the dog. Like, that's crazy to me. Like, treat your dog just like you would treat a human being. Like, they are a part of the family. And I know that this is going to be very challenging for me because I'm going to want to take every single animal home. And that's probably where I get it from my cousin, because she actually had, long story short, but I ended up having to have a husky in high school who was the best dog, by the way, because we found him and we couldn't find his owner. And he was in beautiful, beautiful, beautiful shape. So we were blessed with the husky because my cousin Amy found him. But I'm excited because I am challenging myself and putting myself out there to this organization who is actually crazy enough to think it's nothing but women that work there, which is cool too. But to donate not only money to the organization, like this Saturday I have a fundraiser with them that we're going to be raising money for, and I'm extremely excited about that because I get to meet people in the community, but I also get to spend time raising money for animals that truly do need it. So I wanted to know, long story short, that's what I'm doing at this stage of the game. But does anybody have any other type of charities that they're a part of, that they're extremely passionate about, that you wish that you could make time to go to that charity to actually help them? I know me, I used to just donate money, and I will continue to do that, but I'm very excited to be able to donate my time now, because I finally figured out, this is important to me, and that's because two very important people in my life showed me that, even though you have all this crazy stuff going on in your life, and that will be life for the rest of your life, you'll always have a schedule. You just have to make time to, go about the things that you're extremely passionate about. But I will, disclaimer, I will not be fostering any animals because my bully, he likes them at dog parks, but when they're in his house, he's a little bit territorial, and I think that's because of his old age, because it wasn't something that I had to deal with earlier on, but I won't be fostering animals anytime soon. Maybe after, no, probably not, because I'll probably get another bulldog, but I'm excited to start doing this. Today was my first day, and I'm going to continue to do it at least 2 hours a week, Monday through Sunday. I can pick whatever times I want. So stay on the lookout for cute photos, videos of all these awesome, because I'm going to be working mostly with dogs at this new shelter I'm going to be a part of. So I hope everybody has a great Tuesday. If you have any local charities that you're passionate about, post them below. I'd love to hear what type of charity you're involved in. Talk to everybody soon. Bye-bye.